topic is page layout menu in Microsoft Excel. Page layout menu contains the page setting options. First of all, it contains themes and colors and fonts. The first tab is of themes tab. Let's see what it contains. The first command is themes. When you choose the command theme, you can change the theme of your file. Theme will format your text, your headings in a prescribed style. For example, if you want to apply the theme retro respect, you can see that your headings are getting brown color and the background is getting blue. If you apply branded theme, the master theme, circus theme, Berlin theme, frame theme, every theme has its own heading style, its own text style and its own color scheme. So when you want to choose any of them, you will just go and click on the given theme. For example, I am going to choose that theme known as gallery. It's a beautiful theme. Another thing is here, you can see that it contains color button also. If you choose the color, you will see that the colors on your headings will be changing. For example, I want this color scheme. It contains shocking pink color and violet red colors. Okay. Next one is the fonts. Font contains many of the font families that are used in Microsoft Excel. You can select any of these font families. For example, this is the Arial family. It contains Arial Black, Arial and Arial rounded fonts. It will convert all the fonts to the Arial. If you choose any other family, for example, this is Gill Sans, this is Trebuchet MS, Verdana, Century Schoolbook, Georgia, Garment, Columbia. There are many fonts. You can choose any of this family. For example, now I am going to choose this Franklin Gothic style. It will change all my headings, all my text to Franklin Gothic fonts. Next one is the effects. Effects will not be played over here. For example, I choose the option drop shadow effect, but it is not showing me any sort of shadow on my sheet. Okay. Now, the second tab is page setup. Page setup means to set the page for printing. But here we are in the sheet view of Microsoft Excel. We can't see the page. So first of all, we have to select the page style of this sheet. For that purpose, we will go at the bottom of Microsoft Excel sheet. You can see the zoom slider here. It is showing me the whole sheet. It is not showing me in the form of pages. But beside the zoom slider, you can see these buttons: normal, page layout, page break view. This is known as view bar. This is called view bar. When you click in the middle of the view bar, that button known as page layout, it will display your Excel sheet as a page, just like you have seen the pages in Microsoft Word. Now we can see that some of our data is on page number 1 and some of our data is on page number 2, because the data is larger and the page size is smaller. Let's see and make some changes to set up data on one page. The first one is the margin setting. This margin setting contains normal, wide and narrow margins. For example, if I choose the narrow margin, it will reduce my margins to ½ inch. You can see that 2 or 3 columns are shifted to page 1 by changing the margin. If we choose the normal margin, it will be in the same position as it was earlier. Margin is not placing any good effect on my file. let's see some other thing. Now our page is oriented portrait. Portrait means it is written from top to bottom. If we orient it to the landscape, what will happen? Now most of the cells have been shifted to page 1, but we are still getting the problem. There are almost 4 columns that are on page number 2. These should be also on our page number 1. It means landscape is also not solving our problem. But we will keep it in the landscape. After a few moments, I will fix it to the 1 page. Let's see. Next option is the page size. Page size says you have multiple page sizes here, but we commonly use the letter size. Letter size is 8.5 multiplied by 11 inches. Page is 8.5 inches wide and 11 inches high. The legal size is 8.5 multiplied by 14 inches. Let's choose the legal size. When you will choose the legal size, you can see that most of our data is on page number 1. Only 1 column is left on page number 2 because the length of the page is increased by 3 inches. Okay, it did not solve my problem, so I will choose the letter again. Next one is break. If you click anywhere in your page, in your sheet, and you choose the option break, insert page break, it will break your page and convert it to the 4 portions. You can remove the page break by clicking the same command and click remove page break or reset all page breaks. When you will click the remove page break, it will remove the page break options and revert your data to same page again. Next option is the background. Background option is to set a picture as a background of your Excel sheet. In Microsoft Word it looks better, but in Microsoft Excel it does not look better. Let's see. Let's apply a picture. Click work offline and click browse command and choose a picture. So I think we have pictures on F drive here in the wallpapers folder. I choose the wallpaper, but it does not look nice, so I will delete the background. Just click delete background, the background will be removed. Next option is print title. Print title will print the titles of your page also. What are the titles? These are titles A, B, C. These 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's resolve the problem that our page, as we increase the size of the page, we change the orientation of the page, we change the margins of the page, but we did not get the result we wanted. We wanted to shrink whole data to 1 page. So for that purpose, we have 2 choices here. This is a menu called scale and fit. Scale and fit. Scale and fit is showing us the percentage here. It's 100%. When I reduce this percentage, I type 80%. Let's see what happens. You can see that I've got some results. It's getting better. I'm going to do it 76%. Nothing has happened. I will convert it to 70%. Yes, most of my data, all of my data is shrink and fitted to 1 page. This is called the scaling. If you get your scaling to 100%, it will go back to the same page again. It means this is not the permanent solution of our problem. There may be, for example, if you copy this sheet and open it to your Microsoft Excel, there may be a setting of 100%. It will again distribute it on 2 pages. So The permanent solution is the width and the height. Width and the height. It is set to automatic. When you choose it to one page, it will automatically shrink whole data and fix it to one page. This is width wise. It may be height wise. You may have some lines below on the next page. You can choose the height to one page also. It will also shrink the height rows and convert it to one page. Okay. Now this shrinking is the complete solution of my page. You can open it to any file, any Excel. It will be in one page. Now the next option is the grid lines. As you are seeing here, you can see these lines, these rows, columns and cells. But when you go to file and print option, you will see that your page is blank. It does not have any sort of grid line. Because the grid line is to display on page, it can't be printed until you allow it to be printed. Okay, let's see. You can switch off the grid line here in the design view also. Just click view, it will be switched off. Now you can't see any of grid lines here on your page. If you click view again and check it, you can see all the grid lines are again displayed over here. If you want to print these lines, just check the print option and go to file and print command. Now you will be able to see that your page contains the grid lines and borders, and these will be printed also. The next option is of headings. Headings are these A, B, C, names of the columns, and 1, 2, 3, these names of rows. If you want to switch them off, just uncheck the view. These will be switched off. These will not be displayed on your page. If you want to switch them on, just check the view command. It will show the headings. If you want to print heading, just check the print and go to file and print again. You will see that your page will contain A, B, C and 1, 2, 3 names of rows and columns. Means that you can also print the grid lines and headings when you allow your Excel to print them. If you don't allow it, if you uncheck it, these will not be printed. Next option is the bring forward, send to back, selection panel, cropping of image. These options belong to picture and you have done it earlier. For example, I am going to insert illustration and picture command, and I want a picture here on my Excel sheet. As I have inserted a picture, I want one more picture. For that purpose, I will go to insert again, choose picture, this device, and choose another picture that I want on my sheet. We have reduced it in size also. Now I am placing the second picture over the first picture. You are seeing that it is coming on front of the picture. If I want it on the back of picture, I will choose the option send backward. If I want it to the front of the picture, I will choose the option bring forward. If I click the selection pan option, it will show me that I am using two pictures, picture 4 and picture 2. If I click this eye icon in front of my picture name, it will hide the picture on my worksheet. If I click again this eye icon, it will again enable and show the picture on front of me. The next command is align object. For example, I want to align these two pictures, align center, align right, align top. For example, I want to align them on the top. You can see that these are aligning on the top. This is for alignment. The next option is, if you select two pictures together, this is group objects. When you click the group command, these two picture will be grouped together. When you will move one picture, it will take both of them. When you will resize one picture, it will resize both of them. If you want to ungroup them, go to the same button and click ungroup. It will separate both of the pictures. Next option is to rotate the image. Just click rotate at 90 degree, rotate vertical, horizontal. You can flip it to any direction and rotate it to any direction. You can do it manually by clicking this round arrow sign and rotate it to your desired angle and desired position. If you don't want picture on your Excel sheet, just click the picture and press the delete button from your keyboard. It will remove the picture from your Excel sheet.